Hello again, everybody. This is Mr. Everything, and coming at you with another Let's Talk D&D 5th Edition. In this video, we're going to be talking about the new miniatures that came out for the new book that came out just recently, the Waterdeep Dragon Heist. This is a brick, right? This is a sealed brick of 8 boxes. Each box should contain 4 figures, like 1 large and 3 mediums, something like that. And if you get a case, you get like 4 bricks. And if you get a case, you also get the incentive box that you get for getting a case. And in that incentive box, my understanding is, it is a bunch of tomb markers, things for a cemetery, little statues and stuff like that that you would find in maybe the City of the Dead in Waterdeep. Okay, so let's go ahead. There's a lot of things I want to talk about these miniatures. I haven't opened these yet, as you can see. This is an unboxing. You get an opportunity to actually watch me unbox these live. We're live right now. If you want to chat, I do have the chat up. You can actually chat with me either on YouTube or Twitch. This might not go completely smooth, or might take a few extra minutes because I'm not editing. I'm actually doing this live. But there are some things that I want to talk about, and I'm trying to debate whether or not I want to talk about them up front or if I want to wait till after I get all these figures cut out. Since I haven't actually pulled any figures out, it might be unfair of myself to make these negative comments that I was going to make without actually having seen the figures. So maybe I should. Okay, let me say what my fear is. And then maybe once I get all these figures out, maybe it'll change, maybe it won't change. Maybe I will have predicted accurately. But one of my fears is that these models are not going to be anything special. Like what I've seen online of these models these are models that I could care frickin' less about any of these pieces, right? There's a few pieces, a handful, like maybe 5 or 6, that I really, really want to get. But because these boxes are all randomized, I might or might not get those 5 or 6 models that I wanted. But if I do, that'll be great. If not, the odds are I'm not going to get them. Now, having said that, there's only, and it's a small set. This set is probably one of the smallest sets I've seen. This is like, I'm going to cut all of these before we go anywhere. This has only got like 44 models in it or something like that. And the large models are really nothing, nothing spectacular. I mean, like the Tomb of Annihilation box, and especially like the Dragon box and the Rage of Demons boxes, those are all super exciting to get those, because you're getting a ton of useful models in a D&D campaign. Just simple things like orcs and kobolds and dragons and giants. In this, you're getting stuff you'll maybe use once in a campaign, if that. And then even then, they're named characters, so you might or might not ever use them ever again. It's that kind of stuff. So it's cool to get the named characters, but if you're going to give me a set of named characters, give me a freaking whole set, not just half a set, or just 2 or 3 models in a set that are named characters. I don't know. I'm talking like as if I know what I'm going to get, but okay, here we go. I apologize for what I just did, but now let's see. If I get a bunch of really cool models, maybe I'll change my tune. Okay, I'm going to change my glasses to my Coke bottles, so that I can actually see what I'm doing here. Okay, but just looking at the box, it's a cover of the Dragon Heist. Yeah, the box looks cool. This is the way all of them are packed. This is the way they've been packed for the beginning of time. I didn't get a card. Great. I didn't get a card asking me to go play Neverwinter or some other computer game. Okay. A Pentadrone. Okay. That is pretty cool looking. It's... When will I ever use a Pentadrone in my game? Probably never. This is a Pentadrone. Okay. Number 28 of 44, like I said. Okay. Ooh, what is this? Orc, maybe? Ziraj the Hunter. A named character. Ziraj the Hunter. Now it gets blurry when I hold it up that close to the camera. So maybe I need to... adjust my focus a little bit. That's a cool looking model. Ziraj the Hunter. This is a tiny model here. Ooh. Darkling. The legs are bent backwards. Okay. And that must be a small character because he's not a medium-sized character. All right, this is that. Look at that silver hair going down her back, or his back, or its back. Laral Silverhand. It's okay, so I can expect the Silverhand. That's a pretty cool model. The base has got some flash I'll have to clean off. She has lipstick on. Okay. I'm going to save these because I do a lot of eBay stuff and I send a lot of miniatures out by eBay. All right, that was box one. What did you think? Did you think it was a good box? Would you be disappointed to pay $16 at a hobby shop and get those figures? I freaking would have been disappointed. That's me. I'm being very cynical. Is this an extra figure? There's just some guy laying inside this box. Looks like a wizard's apprentice wizard. 8A. Okay. Yep. He fell out of his bubble wrap. Okay, now that's just a cool looking model. That's just a cool looking dude, you know. But is it Artist Ember? No. It's Renair Neverember. Okay, that's good because he's a guy that you can encounter in the adventure. I'll definitely use him. That's a guarantee, 100% I'm using him. Cambion Devil. That's cool. I don't have one of those, and that's actually a cool model to have. Yeah, tail on that bad boy. Yeah, that's a good model. This one right here, I'm happy with. I'm pleased with that one. I'm pleased with this whole box so far. Oh, and I really could have used this model when I was running the Tomb of Annihilation, because they always ran into crocodiles. That is a good model. 30 of 44. It's got a wash on it. Looks good. Okay. All right, we are continuing down the line. Get rid of the box. All right, let's see what we get inside this bad boy. Ooh, what do we got here? We have the Black Viper. That's another good model. That's a good little rogue model if you players wanted to use him, but he's an actual character you encounter. A lot of these are named guys in the city. I guess they didn't want to give just generic monsters, because I guess my thought process is on that is that they probably think you already have enough generic monsters. You need the heroes. But that's not me. I want some generic monsters. Like this one. The City Guard. The city must be rich, because look at that guard right there. He's got way too much going on. But damn, that's a good looking model. That needed to be metallic. That is black, and I wish that weapon right there was metallic. I might have to go in and paint that myself. City Guard. Nice. Ooh. I wish I had one of those in the last campaign, but we'll get to that in a minute. Oh, this guy. Just look at that guy. Just some kind of noble dude. And guess what he's called? A noble. But yeah, that's just a generic dude. You know, I can use him for any of my nobles. That's cool. That's cool. Okay, now here's the model I wish I had in the Tomb of Annihilation. The Shield Guardian. Actually, this was in the was it the dragon or the Tomb of or was it the giant? I think it was in the hell, I don't remember. I think it was in the giant book where you had a Shield Guardian, but you also have a Shield Guardian in the Tomb of Annihilation. That's cool. 27 of 44. And it's a nice looking, it's got its wood and it's got its metal. Yeah, that's good. Okay. About half of these models I'm excited for. I'm like, yeah, these are nice. Okay. I would be happy if I've opened this box. I would have been happy if I opened that box. That box I was kind of disappointed with. Okay, box 4. We're halfway through. It's going quick. Oh, okay. By the way, this is not in focus, but who cares, right? This is what you want to see. Okay. Oh. A Vargoyle or a Varguile. Okay. (16 of 44) or something like that. Okay, but if you look at the model, you got like a little flying head with a face on it. That's pretty cool. I don't have that one anywhere. I don't have a model anywhere near that. I could use this for a lot of different things. Hell, I could use this as a sturge. I could use this as a bat. I could use it as anything. As a representation or don't tell me I got 2 of them. Okay, this is 3 of 44. And this is 16 of 44. So these are different. They are different. No, well, they're painted differently. They're not really different. There's two Vargoyles. Let's zoom in that focus a little bit. I want you to be able to see these guys. Yeah. They're not exactly the same. You can see the gray versus the bone color. The skin is gray versus the bone color. Yeah, it's disappointing that I got 2 of those. But it's okay. It's okay that I got 2. Maybe I need 100 of them, and that's the first 2. Okay, this looks like another Cambion Devil. Ooh, which way is the camera? There we go. But he's doing a firebolt or something. What is this? 17 of 44. Cambion Devil. So I got 2 Cambion Devils. Nice. Okay, Cambion Devils are redeeming. Oh, and then just a simple wilderness creature. A lion. Kind of basic. They could have done more. They could have really done more with this. It's just too, like the hair. I'm disappointed. The hair is kind of just one solid color. There's no highlighting or detailing in that at all. I like the mouth and everything, but the hair, not so much. Okay. Disappointing. Okay, this is another ridiculous model. A flying door. Ooh. Whatever. Really? A flying door? No, I take it back. It's not a flying door. It's an animated door. Whatever. Maybe it's a mimic. Mimics can be doors. They don't have to be chests all the time. Ooh, that guy's a city something. City Watch. I guess that guy's the city guard. This is the City Watch. City Watch. It's got a mace, a shield, and it's got a badge. So he's the cop. The other guy's the military. Okay, that's a cool model. I'm okay with that model. And this looks like a monk of some kind. Human Sun Soul Monk. Yeah, I really didn't think I would get very many people watching an unboxing at midnight, but I wanted to do it anyway, and this is going to be uploaded to YouTube as well. Sun Soul Monk. He's a big dude. Okay, and then this guy, a dire wolf. Now, see, they did a little detailing on this. It's not great, but it's better than that lion. Yeah, I think they got lazy on this model as well. It was just paint it this ugly color on the bottom and then just splatter some black on the top. And then make sure you get the tongue and the teeth. Yeah. Alright, we're going to box 5, 6. This is 6. Yeah, there's 5 there. This is 6. Well, hey, I got Volo! Volo! It's got to be Volo. It's a Volathon Gedarm. Volathon Gedarm. And if you could read that, it says, Mr. Everything is the best role player ever. Okay, sorry. And if Volo's talking about it, you know it's got to be maybe the truth. Okay. Glad to have gotten him. I mean, it's cool and all, but Volo's not like he's going to be adventuring or anything. Ooh, this is cool. He's just called a spy. Yeah, just a dark-robed figure with a knife, and it's a really crooked-looking knife. I'm digging it. That's cool. So far, I'm happy with this box. Another Darkling, but he looks different. Nope, exactly the same. Another Darkling with his crooked legs. Yep. And then something big. Okay, we got here a Pit Fiend with a mace, blue horns. A Pit Fiend. I got him so close to the camera to focus him, you can't even see the whole thing. I'm digging this one. I'm digging this model. Yeah. I like the tail. Yeah. Overlapping scales and stuff. That's cool. Got this little piece here to make it look like he's flying or jumping in the air or something like that. Yeah. Okay, Pit Fiend. Boom. He's the biggest thing I got so far. Pit Fiend. All right. Box 7. I see I got another Town Watch or City Watch or whatever they call it. (7A) and 7B. Okay. So, 2 Town Watch. Notice a difference? They're not brothers from another mother. Yeah. Dark skin, light skin. Other than that, they're exactly the same. Just the painting. Alright, what else did we get? We got an empty City Watch box bag here. Okay. Alright. Oh, we got some kind of merchant. He's a merchant. And he looks like he's from Chult. You know, he's a merchant. Do all merchants wear turbans? I would think not. I would think just the ones from the Kalasham or Chult. Okay. Okay. This is a slithering tracker. It's clear blue plastic there. slithering tracker with the face on there. I don't know what this is. Some kind of monster, some kind of new monster. Or maybe it's a monster in the monster manual that I don't have or something, but this is cool. Like, it's a water snake, basically. And finally, an actual brown bear. A bear, a grizzly, a brown bear. Not a black, not a small black bear. A brown one. All right. Last, but hopefully not least, I hope I get something good in this last box. Crap. It's a big model. That doesn't make it better. The frickin' elephant. You know why I do like this elephant? Because I can use it as a war elephant in Hail Caesar. Looks like it's got a spot. Put a guy up there. Yeah, put a guy up in a little, what do they call that? Howdah? The hoopka? I don't know what they call that thing. I don't remember. But yeah, it's an armored elephant. It's a cool model and everything. I was just hoping to get a different large model. That's not a large model. That's a huge model. Dang. Yeah, that's 3 inches. That's freaking huge. I got a huge. Okay, let's keep going. Checking out these other pieces of junk. Oh. Okay, let's see what we got here. Hey, we got Superman. He's got his cape on. Who is he? Is he a pirate? What is he? What is he? He is Mert. You know, Mert. Goldbag Mert. Mert, you're a potential patron. Mert. 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 Come on, door. Don't go falling over here. Okay. Ridiculous. There's no need that you need to have any kind of figure like that. Alright. Okay, this is a cool looking model. What is this? Human Warlock of the Fiend. Okay, that's actually a really cool looking model. What do you think? Yeah, that could be a cleric or something like that. It doesn't have to be a human warlock. Be human. Oh, her face is painted. I didn't really catch that before. That's cool. Okay. It's okay. It's not too cool, but it's alright. Okay, something small. It's a swarm, it looks like. Yep. It's one of those cranium rats. It's got to be what it is. What is this? Yep, cranium rat swarm. Number 1. This is the first model. 1 of 44 is the cranium rat swarm. My phone is beeping. Okay. Okay. So. Okay, so that's what I got out of the brick. I've got now. Let's look at some highlights. I've got a bear, Definitely can use the bear, for sure. 100% use the bear. City Watch, cops, definitely, well, you can't even see that. Definitely can use City Watch, absolutely. Pit Fiend, once in a while I can use it, but I always love large models. Volo, absolutely going to be able to use him. Just a generic noble, can definitely use him. Mert, can use him. A merchant, sure, we can use a merchant. City Guard, absolutely can use him. This guy, Neverember. Rainier Neverember, absolutely, he's a character we can use. Where is he at? The Black Viper, another character we're going to be able to use. A Shield Guardian, I wish I had one of those in my previous campaign. I don't have any Cambion Devils, so getting these two is kind of fills out my collection a little bit. Some Oh, you didn't know there was a 5th edition. Where have you been? 5th edition has been around for years, at least 4 years. Yeah, I stopped playing after 2nd edition and got back into it. Oh my gosh, I can't go into that. There's 5th edition is if you give me a minute, just let me finish this up real quick and then I'll answer that for you. I don't think I need these. I know I don't need this. I don't need any Darklings. This is a kind of a cool character, the Lariel Silverhand. I'll probably use her. This guy again was Zaraj the Hunter. I'm not sure if I'll use him. I probably will. I wish I had a bunch of these. The Spy I could use. The Apprentice Wizard I probably could use. Yeah. Rat Swarm. A ridiculous animated door. That's a ridiculous model. I don't need that. And this drone, I don't know. It might have been something I could have used when we're playing with drones, but I don't anticipate using drones. But maybe they're getting me ready for the Mad Mage module, which comes out in November. So, and why would I need an elephant? I don't know. We'll have to figure that out. But this is a great model. Not for D&D, but for my Hail Caesar. You know? So, okay. So, how do I... Okay, so you're in BC, huh? Okay, cool. You don't have a role-playing group? Well, if you're interested in learning a little bit about 5th edition, there's a web series that I really strongly 100% recommend. It got me excited about Dungeons & Dragons, and it got, again, because I used to play D&D in 1st edition, 2nd edition, Advanced D&D. When 3.5 came out, I tried that for a little while and kind of didn't like it, so I dropped D&D and went to so many other games. There's so many other good role-playing games out there. But I got hooked on this one web series, and they're playing D&D. And if you watch them, and they're famous right now. They're like the biggest, most popular D&D group in the world. Actually, they make world tours playing D&D. If you could only imagine that. The group, the channel is called Critical Role, and all the players are voice actors, and they use their skills in voice acting to play a game. You know, they're just having fun on camera. It's turned into a business right now, but they were just having fun on camera. Go back and watch the very first web series, which was like 3 years ago, and I think their first episode is something to do with Craghammer, but it's like a party of 6 people, a bunch of friends, voice actors in California, and they got together and they're live streaming their games. And their whole first campaign, which is like 2 years long, is on the live stream. And then they just recently, within the last, I don't know, 6 months or so, started a second campaign. You can learn a lot about D&D just by watching them. If you have friends that are interested in playing D&D, you can have them watch a couple of those videos. Now they're long, they're like 4 hours a piece, but hey, that's how long most people play D&D for anyway, right? We don't. We play for about 5 hours here at the house. We play every Thursday night. But it was a group that used to play Pathfinder, and they converted over to 5th edition. And when I was watching them, I was a non-D&D player. I played back in 2nd edition or whatever. But I really got excited about 5th edition, mainly because I'm usually the dungeon master. And it streamlined the gameplay so much. I mean, insanely amount. If you would consider 3.5 to be a 10 on the scale of difficulty, 5e would be probably a 3 on the scale of difficulty. Does it mean they took anything out of the game? No. They just reworded it and reorganized it in a way where 5th edition runs smooth. When you're sitting at the table, you don't have to look stuff up. You don't have to do it because it's all intuitive. You just figure out. There's no modifiers per se. Yeah, there's modifiers, but there's some fixed modifiers like for your stats or for like armor class or to hit modifiers. Stuff like that are pretty, but there's very few of them. You know, I could probably list them all on one hand. And then there's the way they work. Modifiers is not by giving you a number. There's either a positive modifier or a negative modifier. And usually if it's a positive modifier, you don't have to worry about any numbers. You don't have to worry about math. You just roll 2 dice and take the better of the 2. If you have a negative modifier, instead of subtracting and multiplying and dividing and all that, you don't have to do that. All you have to do is just roll 2 dice and take the lower of the 2. It changed my outlook of D&D. I was like, wow, this game, it flows. You know, there's not a million rules I don't have to remember, because as a referee, you know, you got to know all the rules. And the players, so right now, in the world of role playing, Dungeons and Dragons has a huge I don't know what the word is I'm looking for. Rekindling or reimagining. There's a lot of old players that are coming back to Dungeons and Dragons because 5th edition is not hard. It doesn't have a million books. It doesn't have a million modifiers and charts and tables and all that bullshit. It doesn't have that. And that's what I was getting frustrated with. Because when I was playing 3.5, right, this is why I left D&D. There would be a player at my table that would have a 3.5 book that would have some feat that allowed him to do some incredible, crazy bullshit maneuver, and I would never have heard of it because that was like the 20th book, and I only had the first 19, you know? And so right now you only need 3 books. Player's Handbook, Monster Manual, DMG. That's it. All the other books are like, they don't ruin the game. The other books don't add too much bullshit to the game. They enhance what you already have in the Player's Handbook. Like, they'll talk about Like the Sword Coast Guide. It talks about the Sword Coast and what kind of characters you'll meet in the Sword Coast. You know, it talks about the cities, and it doesn't give you like, hey, here's a bunch of new bullshit classes. No. Same thing with there's no like extra monster manuals. No. Some of the modules do have monsters in them that are unique to that module, but that's not like a game-breaking monster or anything. It's usually a better for the story. You know, you're telling us, like right now I'm running a game where they're all in the jungle. So yeah, the jungle, there's a lot of unique creatures that you'll find in the jungle. When they go back to the Sword Coast and they're back at Neverwinter or whatever, they're never going to see these jungle monsters, you know? Oh, wait, what'd you say? Yeah. So you already know about Critical Role. Okay, cool. Yeah, so you play French in the American War of Independence? Cool. I got British and, of course you can have British, right? And colonials, you know. I don't have any French. I've got some, what do you call them? I want to say Brunswickers, but that's not what they are. They're, are they Prussian? No, they're not Prussians. They're, damn, what do they call them in American War of Independence? They call them, but you know what I mean. Maybe they are Prussians. What did we call them? They're Germans. I can't remember what I call Hessians. There you are. You got it. But yeah, that's right. I've got some of them. But recently I just finished painting a whole bunch of Napoleonic figures for my Quatre Bras game that I ran last year at, well, it was this year, but in June, I played down in NashCon in Nashville. We had a big convention. And I put a video up for that if you wanted to check that out. Of course, you can have, French and Continentals. Okay. Well, you need some British, don't you? Because the French were on the Continental side. Yeah, so that's really all I wanted to do, is just show off the new miniatures that I got. There is one miniature in this set that I was hoping to get, and that was Xanathar. Xanathar was going to be in this set. He is in the set, but he's probably like an ultra rare or something like that. I probably have to buy 4 boxes before I find him. But yeah, I was going to take time, maybe get a box every couple of weeks or something like that until the Undermountain expansion comes out, and that's going to be in November. It's going to be like 20 levels. Yeah. So overall, my overall opinion of the miniature set is just what I thought it was going to be. It's going to be a lot of miniatures that I don't really need, or I can only use in very specific select scenarios. These are not miniatures that I can use like all across all my campaigns. Like how many times am I going to get to use Valo? You know, I'm not going to get to use him in every campaign or whatever. How many times am I going to use this one character, this Virage the Hunter? Rare, right? Unless I get a half-orc archer character in my campaign that wants to use this model. That would be cool. But this model I'll use a lot. In my Rage of Demons game, when I eventually do run that, which I haven't ran that yet. I have it on the shelf. I'll probably get a chance to use that. Bears, my druids are always summoning bears. Guards, always can use guards. I don't know about these demons here. That's probably in the Rage of Demons as well. These guys are just generic players that I think they can be used by anybody. So that'll be cool. But other than that, that's a bunch of junk. And these are all one-shots. except for this guy. This section right here, they're all great, and I'm going to use them in my next game. And you get what this is great for this next game, or next campaign. But any other campaigns, not so much. But a merchant can just be a merchant at any time. A noble can be a noble at any time. And I could just use this guy as something. It doesn't have to be Volo, All right, guys. Well, thanks for coming out and checking my stuff out. I appreciate you. If you got any more questions, you feel free to drop them in on my chat or on my YouTube channel. I'll be glad to answer anything you got. And I think I'm going to go play some Elder Scrolls. See you guys.